What's good, Wagering World? It's your boy Five Star in Vegas, broadcasting live as always from beautiful Summerlin, Nevada. And then with my guy, my co-host, the only Sacramento Kings fan that I know. What's good, Spreader Stat? How are you today?
Oh man, it's a great day. Beautiful weather out here in Sacramento, and the basketball just keeps churning along, and we have a great event in the Miami Open. So I've got action going on all day long.
Man, don't even mention the Miami Open. But I don't know why I bet. Remember I texted you this morning about
Yeah, Kavinich.
Kavinich, man. Me and my guys, I put the squad on it too. That's what makes me so torn about it, and it's one of those situations where I'm reading the offshore numbers and watching the money come in. But I've seen the young girl Futovin. She was nice, but uh, Kovinich has been playing good lately. She just upset. Who did she upset? Sabalenka, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
And
had a couple.
Pliskova.
Yeah, she had a couple quality wins, but that's the
Yeah.
thing about when you're dealing with these mediocre players and average players. That's why I tend to usually lay money like I laid this morning when I bet larger sums. It's usually on teams that are consistent. I don't like dealing with people who are average or inconsistent. So, lesson learned. We don't ever take losses. We don't take L's. We just take lessons. So we move on. And speaking of that, let's get to yesterday's news when I did another blunder, man. It's the first time I'm on to the beginning of the week, man, since we've been on TV, man. So let's get to your game first. Let's talk about the winner first, man. Good job by you.
Yeah, the Atlanta and they made us sweat too, right? New York Knicks were keeping it close there, but man, Trey Young, man, he's built for Madison Square Garden. He just took over with 3 minutes to go and just completely shut the door, not only on the game but the Knicks season. That loss ensured that the Knicks would have a losing season again. So that's 8 out of the last 9 years. The Knicks have had losing seasons. Still problems there in New York. So they're an easy, nice team to fade at this time of year. And of course, the Atlanta Hawks getting hot at the right time. Let's see if they can make another run in the playoffs. But the Atlanta Hawks -3 was a good pick.
Oh yeah, man. I jumped in with you in the fourth quarter when they went down 10. Ended up making it a pretty sweet night for me when I already had won with them on the first half, and they barely did that. What happened? They had just like the end of the game, a spurt in the end of the second quarter that got them to where we needed them to be. I had them, and I also gave out my clients the first half with the Hawks money line and -1.5, but they were down in the first quarter with like 12, right? And they ended up still covering that, and as well as the game. I jumped in the fourth quarter when they went down 10, and they called a timeout. I said about 10 minutes left in the quarter, and I was like, "Hey, man, this algorithm is all wrong on this computer. They're giving up too big of a number. This is only 5 baskets and 5 stops. So I was able to do pretty well with that. I caught the Hawks at plus 400.
Wow,
So
that's a good number.
yeah, yeah, in the fourth quarter. So that was a good win for me. I needed it because Virginia and St. Bonaventure actually went exactly how I told the people it would when we kind of talked out the game. I said I believe St. Bonaventure would be strong in the second half and end up winning the game. What I didn't attest for is that they would win their first half bet in the last 7 games. They've
Yeah.
lost the last 6, and I'm a trend better, and I'm going to continue to stay doing that. It's been successful for me for over a decade with that approach as one of the things that I factor in heavily. And hey, man, they hadn't won 6 straight first halves, and ever since I've watched them for the last 3 years, I'm very familiar with that St. Bonaventure team. They're veterans, man. I wouldn't. They're making a great run. I told you that they were going to probably win the game late in Virginia, and for sure covering. That's the number I should have given out. I should have gave out +3, and I apologize to the people for that. Virginia. First half, I saw that would be the bet because, as I said, I knew that both teams would struggle. But since Virginia was at home, they would feel a little bit more familiar with their rims. The actual best bet on that first half was under 50.5, which I did play as well. They didn't even come anywhere close to it. I think it was 21-17 or something ridiculously god awful low low number at the beginning of the second half. So I don't plan to have one this week. So I'm gonna move on to the ball and parlay so I can get this everything corrected. Nothing needs to change with the system. The system is on point, man. It's just that I was a little off on which ones that I gave you guys. So I'm gonna give you a full game today.
All right, ball and parlay. I'm going to start with some NBA, and I'm going to go with the team with not only the NBA's best current road record, right? They're threatening to have the best road record of all time, right? Their winning percentage is second right now. They're 28-6 on the road. I'm talking about the Phoenix Suns, excuse me. Phoenix Suns, 28-6 on the road so far this year, 58-14 overall. What a great team this has been. Actually, better on the road than at home. And one thing we say about the Suns, right? No matter who's in and out of the lineup, Monty Williams has his team playing well. I'm going to keep
What a
going.
coach, man.
Yeah.
What a coach.
Have
What
you
a
seen
coach.
some of his videos too when he's talking to his team? It's exactly how you'd want your leader to
I
be.
didn't mean to cut you off, man, because
Oh
I know
no,
you were
but
doing your rant. I didn't want you to get off, note. But man, I just had to. I have so much respect for that guy, man, and the reason why he's so inspirational with those teachings is because of what life has taught him, man. He went through one of the most difficult things that any man could imagine by losing his wife, in a car accident, man, and having to raise his children alone. So did he lose some of his children in that car accident as well, or was just his wife?
I think it was just his wife,
I
but I'm
believe it
not
was just
sure.
his wife, and
Yeah.
he has to raise the kids by himself. But I kind of was thinking I heard something about that one of the kids was inside the car, but it was a very sad situation. He's from Louisiana, like myself. He's from New Orleans, and good dude, man. Anybody who knows him can only speak well of him, man. He was beloved in the Spurs organization before becoming the coach there. But like I said, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just he has to be coach of the year, right? I mean, the odds for him to win coach of the year got to be minus 200, right?
I'm trying to think right now. uh, Bickerstaff in Cleveland had some push too, right? Turning that team around. It's usually the team that beats their win total the most, right? By
Right.
the most games, as far as the regular season win total. So there's a couple other turnarounds
Did
that
he
might
win
take
last year?
precedence. No, I don't think he did.
That's horrible, man. That's
Yeah,
horrible. From where Phoenix came, and now they're back to being a blue blood in the NBA. So
yeah.
and look, this year, if any year he deserved it last year because look what
He might
what
have got it
happened.
last year. I'll be honest. I don't follow those awards too
Right,
much.
right,
I
right.
know there's people that beat those markets.
Mhm.
I'm personally, I don't. It's like betting figure skating. I don't want to come down to judges and votes.
Got you,
Yeah,
got you.
it's
I agree.
almost why I
I
stopped.
agree.
Combat
I
sports are
agree.
tough that way too sometimes,
Yeah,
right? It's
I
just
don't. That's why I don't bet boxing. That's exactly why I
yeah,
don't bet boxing. So I
and,
definitely agree with you on that
and their
one.
media awards, and they'll
Yeah,
run there. He
yeah.
might. He
Personal. Everything gets personal with that one.
now that I think about it, he might have won last year. We'll have to look that up, and we'll
Yeah,
go
he
back to that
definitely. I'll
tomorrow.
look it up while you're speaking about it. He
Okay.
definitely deserved it. But this year, man, they haven't had CP3 the whole season and let everyone tell you that CP3 was the main reason that they were winning last year. So
Yeah.
he's done a hell of a job. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your pick. Just
I
that
mean,
guy.
and what was it? I mean, Monty Williams is such a great coach. This team's great on the road. Hey, and this is going to be a tough task. The Timberwolves have won 10 of their last 12 games. Their most recent game was against the Dallas Mavericks. They lost in the last second. They were arguing about the calls, so they're and they might have had a good argument as well, right? That call definitely could have gone either way. Regardless, this is a team playing great basketball. Two of the best teams in the NBA right now. But I'm going to go with the team that I think is just a little better. The Phoenix Suns. We're getting a little bit of edge because the bookmakers automatically throw the -2, -3 in there when these NBA teams are on the road. I don't think it applies here in the case of the Suns. So what should be like a -3 or -4? Only -1.5. I'm taking the Phoenix Suns.
Gotta go with Phoenix on the road, and I got that information. Do you know who won last year?
It's gonna make me sick. Who was it?
Thibodeau.
So stupid.
Your guy Tibbs won last year, man. And now look at this year's performance. So off that alone, with him finishing second last year to Thibodeau, he deserves
yeah.
the award this year, man. Come on, if that doesn't prove he was the coach of the year last year by just this year's results, I don't know what does. You go from being the coach of the year to having another losing record.
yeah.
Okay, man, let me get to my bid. That right there was disturbing. Okay, so we're gonna go with a very, very hot team, man. Giggle, man. RIP, my guy PJ Simeon, man. One of the biggest Texas A&M guys that I know. He played receiver there, man. He introduced me to a lot of people from A&M, man. So I always have love for A&M. Had a great time kicking it with a lot of the Aggies, man, over the years. we got to go with A&M -2.5 and money line -145. Buzz Williams had his team focused. They want to win this thing. They're taking this NIT serious. To let people know that they should have been in the tournament. They're 9-1 in their last 10, 8-2 against the spread in their last 10. And they were doing this in a very tough SEC. They made it to the finals of the SEC tournament. Not a good performance against a Tennessee team that was smoking from the three-point line that day. But overall, a lot of people believe the Aggies got jobbed by not getting into the NCAAs, and I think that they're going to use this NIT tournament as a chance to show the committee that they missed out on a very, very, very good team. Wake Forest, they had a good year in the ACC. Their coach won Coach of the Year, and they also have the Player of the Year in their guard, Williams. But end of the day, I don't think that they're going to be ready for what the Aggies present, and especially at home. Wake Forest is 5-5 on the road this year. They don't play a lot of defense. They rank 206th in defense. As I said, the Aggies are very, very hot. The Aggies have come out with a very, very impressive lineup. They have some kids that can really go. The transfer Tyrese Radford from Virginia Tech. Quentin Jackson, he might play on the next level. He can really go, man. That kid has been jumping off the film, man, the last couple of weeks with some just electric plays. He's slender and long and athletic, man, and he can get to the rack and make things happen. And he also is pretty consistent from the three-point line, man. Just an overall great scorer. And with him and Radford on the wings, they're just going to be too much for Wake Forest, especially on the road. I'll give you guys a single game parlay. We're not going to mess around this time with the first half. I apologize. I should have gave you St. Bonaventure +3 because if you watch the show consistently, you heard me break down yesterday that I knew that Bonaventure was going to cover the game. I worried about the first half, and I felt that it was most advantageous for you guys all to take Virginia first half. But we move on, and it's time to get a winner in. So we're not going with any average today. We're going with the best. A&M is the best in the NIT tournament. Also, you guys keep an eye on Washington State tonight at BYU. I think I might send out a play on that tonight on Twitter. But for sure, take the Aggies -2.5 and money line -145, and the great Phoenix Suns with two-time Coach of the Year.
In our mind, right? We'll go give him our own award.
Right, we're gonna give him our year-end award. He deserves it from the wagering world, man. I'm gonna mail it to him. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in. You already know what it is. It's basketball times, man. It's the hoop season for those who love basketball, man. It's their time. I'm more of a football guy, but I do enjoy basketball, man. It's my second favorite sport, so it's probably my fourth to bet on, though. So, but college basketball has been pretty good to us this year, man. We're gonna look to keep up the streak. Yesterday was only our 7th loss in college basketball in the last 35 or so. So we've been doing pretty well with that, and I expect us to get back on a winning streak tonight. We got March Madness coming up tomorrow. Some good lines up, man. And you guys can also catch me on 97.5 tomorrow. I'll be on ESPN 97.5, The Bench, the longest running morning sports talk show in Houston with my guys Lance Zerline and John Granada. I'm giving you guys a couple games, and then I'll come on here tomorrow with my guy Spread, and also give you a game. Anything else for the people, Spread, before we get out of here?
No, just looking forward to getting back on the winning track tonight.
You already winning, man. What's that? 2-0.
I'm gonna be with you though. We're gonna both win tonight. That's what we're doing tonight.
I like that. I like that. We ride together, man. That's my
Yeah.
guy, man. We play each other's plays and we support each other, man. You guys follow my guy Spread Astaire at Spread Astaire. Follow me at 5 Star in Vegas. Spell out the 5 and subscribe to both our YouTube channels. His is his name, Spread Astaire. Mine is 5 Star in Vegas Sports Investments. We look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Best of luck to you all tonight.